Morning, good evening, good afternoon, depending on what time you're watching this. Want to thank everybody for joining. This is just a quick summer games overview. This is just for initial information for everyone. For those that know most of the things already, keep in mind the first minute here. We will be talking about some changes for summer games, which is opening ceremonies layout and volunteer 10 as well. So I will walk you through this. So please tune in. After we finish a few changes, we'll get into entry forms and just going over the dashboard a little bit. So with that, if you don't get a direct link, in order to get to the Summer Games dashboard, go to specialolympicsarkansas.org. Click Summer Games. All of the Summer Games info that you need will be right here. And then at the bottom, you'll see the Summer Games dashboard, and you'll simply click there. That'll bring you to our Summer Games sheet. And our dashboard is here. All of the information that you need regarding summer games is here. So with that, I just want to start off for those that need to know this information, which is everyone. Opening ceremonies, there will be a change this year. If you look at the map that's in the middle, opening ceremonies, we are looking at not being at the football venue. Opening ceremonies will be on the track this year. That will be on Bison Lane at the track. If you see, number 10 is where opening ceremony staging will be. So that 7 o'clock lineup time, that's where everyone will report at the end of Bison Lane. With that, teams and delegations will be escorted through the track, where all of the volunteers and spectators will be seated in the stands. The delegations will walk in front of the stands, and then they will be seated on the track and on the middle of the field in chairs, I should say. So again, opening ceremonies will not be at the stadium. It will be at the track. Everyone will go to Bison Lane at number 10 at the end of Bison Lane for staging, and then we will utilize the track to get all of the delegations on, and they will be seated on the field throughout the duration of opening ceremony. So that's one big change for everyone to please share and make sure everyone's aware of. Another small change within the games, the volunteer check-in. Typically it was in the middle of Bison Lane. It will be at the very front of Bison Lane, close to the tennis court. So any volunteers that come to check in Friday or Saturday, that's the first thing that they will walk into at Bison Lane for the competition. With that, I know one question is shuttle pickup for opening ceremonies. There will be golf carts that are running throughout opening ceremonies to help athletes and members get to the location in the back, just like we do for Friday and Saturday as well. And I think parking will be pretty much anywhere in the normal locations, similar to last year as well. But one more time, opening ceremonies will be at the track and not at the football stadium this year. So that's one big change right there. And then, of course, the volunteer tent will be at the beginning of the lane. Everything else you can pretty much see is kind of that same setup, and we'll go over that in a second. So just wanted to share that with everyone. Now we can kind of dive into entry forms and things of that nature. So with that, if you are registering your delegation, there are two things that you need. One, you'll have to download the entry form, and I'll show you how that looks and how to fill it out here in a second. And also the housing form. If you're looking to stay on campus at Harding, that housing form must be completed. All entries are due by May 4th, so please keep that in mind as well. We will not be accepting any entries after May 4th. So with that, if you click on the housing form, it'll give you a direct download to the entry form. And I will show you how that looks. So this will be the entry form for everyone. Just a simple Excel file. The first thing is the GMS ID. This can be found in the registration portal. All of your HODs and some head coaches that are HODs have that information. So you will copy this for anyone in your delegation. Also remember that anyone that is a part of your delegation should be on this sheet. So if they are staying in housing, coaching, athletes, you name it, if they're part of your delegation and will be at summer games, they need to be on here. This helps with food count and things of that nature. So with that, you'll get that GMS code if you have it. If you don't, we will definitely help you locate that. Delegation, we ask that you use this drop down. This has every delegation in Arkansas. If your delegation is not here and you cannot find it, just simply email Jennifer at SpecialOlympicsArkansas.org. That means you'll have to hold off on completing your entry at the moment, and she'll let you know once your delegation is added to the sheet, and then you can kind of go from there. Your role, again, this is athletes, head coaches, coach, volunteer, unified partner, anyone that you have that's a part of your delegation. We need first name, last name, gender using the drop down, date of birth. Please make sure it's in that order. So 1992, in that order. Your coach's name, first and last, email address, and also the coach's number. This number is very important that it's a cell phone number that we can contact your coaches during the competition. After that, you have your school or agency. One thing with the delegation, this is overall delegation. So one thing to keep in mind, for instance, we go Corning schools. There might be multiple schools in Corning. So we need to know what your school or agency is. So I would say Corning High School. And that way we will know exactly who the delegation is. And that's kind of breaking down the delegation name even further, so we can connect that delegation together. So next you go into your sports. So with your sports, you have all 6 sports that are offered at summer games. Once you click on the sport, this will determine what your next drop down will be. So for track and field, you click track and field, your levels would be category 1, which are developmental events. Also wheelchairs will be found in there. Wheelchair events will be found in there. Category 2 are your dashes, category 3 walks, and category 4 distance. Keep in mind an athlete can only compete in one category. Again, for track and field, there are 3 events. 2 can be a track or field event. The third has to be a relay. So for instance, let's say we have a category 2 athlete. That'll give you the dashes. These are the events that they can compete in. So this athlete's 100, and then the time, let's say 32.5 seconds. Event number 2. These will be all category 2 events as well, so it has to be one of those. We'll say 400. 1 minute, 5.03 seconds, and then event 3 has to be a relay. So with that, you have your 4x100, and then you'll put your qualifying score in. Your team name, this is for bocce, athletics, swimming, or tennis. If you have a team, you must name your team, and we ask that it's a unique name that you can remember, and your athletes know as well. That's one issue we've been having. Some people have amazing team names but kind of forget what those names are eventually. So please keep up with those, especially the bocce teams. There are so many, but just keep up with your team names, as some of the entries or some of the brackets may contain the team names and not your school or agency name. So please make sure it's something that you can remember. Let's say if this was a relay team, I would be Corning 1, and I know this is team 1, so my other 3 athletes will be on this relay team will be Corning 1 as well. So just keep that in mind as you move forward. Let's go to bocce. Bocce will be that same way. You click bocce. That's the only one you can select. You have your 3 events: bocce doubles, singles, or team. You will put that, your qualifying score, and then you should be okay there. For powerlifting, this has changed a little bit. You have male or female. Then you will only have to complete one of these. So bench press, double combination or triple combination. If your athlete is in a wheelchair, can only do bench press, this is the only one that they will fill out. So your bench press, and then of course we should need body weight right here. And again, this is numbers only. So if you just put 135, we will know based off of this being powerlifting that is weight and not time. So please keep that in mind. We don't need the pounds. We don't need meters or anything behind that. Softball, this one's pretty straightforward. We only offer traditional softball. So that's just putting your team in there, and then when we go to the right, you'll put your team name, of course, so you won't have to have more than one event there. For swimming, we have it broken down to developmental or distance. Again, you'll start there. That'll give you the events that you can compete in based off of distance. That'll be 2 events and 1 relay, and then you'll put the times just like you do the other sports. Tennis, you have your tennis events as well as your individual skills. If it's singles, doubles, or mixed doubles, same thing. If it's a doubles, you'll make sure your team is correct. Your 2 athletes have the same team name. So other than that, you'll fill out that accordingly. And of course, I will save it. That's what I'm looking for. And then we will go back. And the next part is the housing form. So you filled out your entry form, and then you're moving on to your housing form. With your housing form, you click that link. And I think I pointed out the link right here. But you'll click that link. That'll bring you to this sheet. Pretty straightforward. First name, last name, guest in room, gender, check-in date, check-out date, second person in the room, their first, last name, gender, and any room accommodations. This is one big one that we need to know. If it needs a coach in the room, walk-in shower, those type of things, please only fill this out if need be. I know everyone wants a private bathroom, everybody wants a walk-in shower, but this is only if needed, please. And then you have those same, if you need more than one accommodation, wheelchair accessible, and a walk-in shower, those type of things. That's why we have 2 recommendations. Also at the top up here, please make sure that this information is completed as well, especially if we have any questions. We'll be able to reach out to you all and get those questions answered based off of your entries. So once you fill that out, you'll save that. That is saved to my desktop as well. You'll go to the submit portion. This is just asking general information about everything that you have, and then towards the end, you will upload those 2 files that you just created. So just very straightforward. And once you have uploaded those files, you'll see your names just like these other schools right here. And that's how you know you completed the entry form. So with that, moving forward, you'll find all of the general information on this page. The Summer Games communication, this is a big one. Please sign up here. This is all the mass communication that we will do during Summer Games. Any sports rules, you can find those listed as here. For athletic parameters, for those that are in track and field, please take a look at this when you get a chance, as this will help you tremendously. This is how the categories are broken down there. And right here are the minimum and maximum. So if your athlete is walking faster than 6 seconds or under 6 seconds, they might need to move up to the 50 meter and so on. So please take a look at those as you move forward. But all of the other general information will come. The competition schedule will be posted here, and any information that you need to know about summer games. One big question right here, the general schedule of events. This is the overall schedule. So you can look at this and kind of figure out what your athletes will be doing. Please keep in mind this is a 3-day event, so we are banking on everyone being there for 3 days. I know some people have asked in the past, can we just compete Saturday? Unfortunately, we try to schedule throughout. There are some sports based off of the numbers that we have that may only be a 1-day event, but we will have a call closer to time that will have the venue directors on and just discussing based off of the entries and everything that we receive of what the sports will look like more in depth. But just want to thank you all. This is just an overall review. Again, opening ceremonies, please remember this is a big change. We will have opening ceremonies at the track this year, but all of your other information should be pretty straightforward. Volunteers, we're always looking for volunteers. We have another volunteer link coming soon, so once this is up, please have your volunteers that may be interested to register. But thank you all for taking time to listen, and look forward to seeing you soon.